Welcome. Alright, so this is going to be part 1 of my Kaizoku Musou 2, aka Pirate Warriors 2, playthrough, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much, sorry, I want to say sorry first of all that it took me this long to get this out, but I really haven't been in the recording of video game stuff mood, and I actually just started doing recording this. I went back and started from the beginning recording. First of all, I want to say that I had a lot of fun with this. This game is just like so much more fun than the original. I don't know. I guess it's because it feels like they made the combat a little more appealing. I guess you would say. I'm not exactly sure what you would say. And as far as the amount of opponents on screen and the difficulty has been like a lot more enhanced as well. Like I still haven't even beat the game because that's how annoying it's been. But you know, I've beaten quite a few of the levels, though. It's like, I'm pretty sure I'm towards the end of the game at the very least, and it's very challenging after a while. But, I gotta say, I've been having a blast with this game, and as you can see, I'm just, like, kicking a bunch of these crusty fodder, Skypeans. Now, I'm glad that with this particular game, they took liberties, because in the first one, it was, like, straight up adapting arcs, and, you know, just go through the arcs or whatever. But with this particular one, I felt like they took, more liberties and what they did as far as story-wise and, you know, just everything that you do in the game on the adventure mode. Now, I haven't played online with this one yet, because, like, with the last one, it was like I had a bunch of my friends and we would just always get on and play, but with this one, I really haven't played online. I've only just started off, I've been, like, playing adventure, and I gotta say, I don't know, it's just a lot more fun than the first one. Like, I guess maybe because the first one too had a lot of those QTEs, quick time events, and I'm not a big fan of quick time events, especially the first one. It really got annoying. Or in the first one, how you had to carry Nami throughout this whole thing. You walked real slow. So there were some things about the first one that really needed improvement, and they went back and they did what they needed to do. They improved. Now, I do miss some of the more RPG-ish elements of the first one, like as far as story mode goes. But I'm not missing a lot of the annoying stuff, like I said, about, like, you know, the carrying Nami and the quick time events were really annoying at times. So they got rid of that, but you know, I think that 2 is definitely a step up from 1. If they could add some of the more RPG-ish elements and not make it annoying and like not have those annoying quick time events, I would enjoy like a third one. I don't know what they could possibly do for a third one at this point, because with 1 you exhausted quite a bit of the story. With this one you got a little bit more of the inklings of the story that they missed out on. Like they did this what if Skypiea. I don't understand why they just didn't do Skypiea like normally. I don't understand why they did it like time skip wise. Like they have them in the time skip outfits in Skypiea. Was it just lazy? Was it that they wanted to get out a game that featured more on the New World, like, you know, New World looks, New World costumes or something? I'm not exactly sure, but like I feel as though there was really no reason in particular that stands out to me that's like, you know, a major issue as to why they couldn't do Skypiea and their normal outfits. Because if I'm correct, that was just like in 1, visiting Skypiea is them just talking about, hey, remember that, and they kind of like, you know, there was no reason for them to, again, like well, this is a Japanese version, so whenever the subtitle one comes out, probably I'll have a little more understanding as to why they did that, but it's not a big deal. And for those, because I did get quite a bit of comments, I remember in my unboxing of this, people saying, why get this in Japanese, you don't understand it, and I mean, I'm playing through the game just fine. I'm having a blast. It's kind of self-explanatory with most of the menus. I noticed one thing, though, that with 1, they were trying to go for a more worldwide appeal. Like, they even had, like, English menus, because you know that English, regardless of what that is, like, one of the leading languages in the world. And they had, like, the menus in English, and they had more of, like, English all around. But, well, look, English right there. But, in this one, they kind of, like, just did whatever. They, like, put, you know, everything is mostly in Japanese. So it's a little, tiny bit more difficult to navigate through. But it's nothing really, like, annoying or anything like that. So, I just kind of noticed that. I guess maybe they saw where sales were really at. Because, like, with this particular game, it did well over 1 million. And most of those sales came from Japan. But a game like Naruto Storm 3 or Naruto Generations kind of gets most of their sales worldwide and very minimal in Japan. Like, you know, a perfect example is that of that is this game came out in Japan in March, I believe. I got this game February, March, something like that, and it doesn't come out for Europe and the US until the summertime. Naruto Storm 3 came out, I believe, like a month or two before it came out in Japan. So that really just goes to show where the demand really is at as far as for like a One Piece game and a Naruto game. And it's really interesting just to have those little tidbits nonetheless. But I want this game to, like, I want the Musou series of One Piece to do good worldwide, because I think that it's just fun games. It's awesome to play as your favorite characters, all the different maneuvers, and it's just an awesome game all around. I have a lot of fun. I've really, with part 2 of Musou, One Piece Kaizoku Musou, I can honestly tell you that I enjoy and I prefer part 2 more. Eventually, at some given point, I'll have a thorough, more thought out review and whatnot on my main channel. But I've just been like having a blast with this. Honestly, it's just been a lot of fun, new moves and whatnot. As you can see, a lot of these Skypeans getting their asses kicked. This is one of my favorite things to do. I love doing this. And I use it for different things. Sometimes it's like, there's a bunch of enemies. I don't have a Musou, but I do have that bar charged up. So I'll just use the bar and then use, they give you like a special Musou within using that bar, like using your hockey, I guess. But sometimes, like, where there's like a villain that you need to defeat to clear a zone, and you gotta press R3. And they have like that red, like, aura or hockey around them. I don't know exactly what you would call it. I use that so I can, like, actually hit them, because you can't hit them otherwise. The only way to hit them is either using a Musou or using your hockey, and that's a great thing as well. Little subtleties like that they added to the game just makes it even more interesting and a bit more different, and it just, again, adds more to the elements of this game and having a good time, honestly. Like, this is one game where I could say, like, I could sit and, chill with some friends, or I could bring over some friends. Like, I actually been playing, co-op on this, and while I'm not a big fan of co-op anymore, I feel like it kind of just annoys me with the whole splitting screen, because when you play co-op, not online, when you play like an actual person, like you have a friend or whatever, it like splits the screen down the middle, and it kind of just doesn't look all that right. But it's still fun nonetheless. Like that, and that's one of the main things about this game. Is like, look at all those enemies. It's just like freaking amazingly like great to just go and like whip their ass and like keep it moving. It's like bam, bam. I love it. Yeah, so let's see what else about this particular level. Like I said, this is mainly recreating Skypiea with a little twist. I guess this is New World or whatever, or not New World, but New World outfit Luffy and Nami and the rest of the crew. So I guess it puts a little twist on it or whatever. Now they did add a couple other things, like they have I believe Thriller Bark, but when I play the Thriller Bark arc, and I don't want to get too much because I'll have a playthrough probably of every level in this game, which will be a decent amount. This one this is only one level, and it was about 13 minutes, so it's not too bad. But they kind of took some stuff that I wish that they would have had in there, like the boss battle sequences. I think they could have done a bit better on in this game. That I don't know. I just feel like they could have made them a little more epic, kind of like the Storm games, for example. The boss battles be really epic, or Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. One of the saving graces of that game, one of the only few things about that game that I really liked, was the boss battles. And I wish in the Musou upcoming ones they would add a little more intricacies to the boss battles, because in all honesty, it's just okay, somebody that's a lot more difficult, just you gotta kick their ass or whatever. But a boss battle would be interesting, and I don't know how they could do it, because I've noticed with games now, it's with video games in general nowadays, it's very heavy on quick time events, very heavy on cutscenes. It's I wish they would just we don't need quick time events. I wouldn't say. It's just something, I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking. Maybe I'm thinking of a new way that video games can be done, and it's just not there yet or something like that. But I don't know, because quick time events, they kind of feel why I gotta be on my toes so much with this. It's just I want to kick some ass or something. So I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I wish they would make boss battles more intricate and more different. Quick time events is cool as long as they're not too annoying. And as long as they're challenging but not annoying, and I probably sound crazy saying that, but yeah. For example, Eneru and this one, they could have maybe had some giant electric things, and you have to keep jumping around, something simple like that. Games do that, but then they also in the middle, it's quick time event. You gotta press X to jump away from the electric. It's just make it difficult, and just make it fun. and we've already gotten to the ending of this particular one. This is where I fought Eneru or Enel. I call him Eneru. I know people's like, his name is Enel, why are you calling him Eneru? But that's how I heard it in the anime a bajillion times, and I watched Skypiea. I didn't read Skypiea, which I plan on reading Skypiea at some given point, just to get like every little bit of detail from it, and you know, just get another playthrough, or not playthrough, another, you know, go at it. But you know, overall, Skypiea, you know, it's a fun arc. I'm glad that they put this actually in the game, because to actually have that in the game is a lot of fun to play through. Because, you know, a lot of people say Skypiea is this and that, whatever, but you cannot deny that, you know, fighting Eneru and going through his ship and fighting and all this is, you know, a boring thing. You can't say that it's boring. You could obviously see that it's just, you know, it's fun as shit. Maybe, you know, at some given point, once because they can't do these Musou games for too long, maybe we can get another adventure game out of One Piece, kind of like Unlimited Adventure for the Wii. That was a freaking great game, phenomenal game, loved it. Very challenging and annoying at certain parts, but it's a really good game. So you want a freaking awesome One Piece game, and you don't like Musou games too much, then Unlimited Adventure is where you go. But we're getting close to the end. Eneru got his ass kicked. Enel got his ass kicked, as you can see, and it recreates the events of what happened. Just it has Luffy in his new world clothing or whatever. But this was freaking a lot of fun, and I can't wait to keep playing through this. Let me know what you guys think. First of all, as far as this Musou 2, have you guys seen any of this yet? Because I'm not sure how much actual footage of this is out. I'm sure some people have played this game already, but what do you guys think about this? Do you think that they did a bad job as far as like adapting or you know, like this material and having him in his new world clothes? You think they should have just had it the normal way? And just your overall thoughts of this little mini playthrough so far. I plan on having ton of more. Like I said, I want to have the entire game, and maybe I'll just have like some fun little gameplay here or there. But this was a blast to record, and I can't wait to get more out, because I love this game. This game has been a lot of fun, and can't wait to just keep on going. Oh, we got a little bit more time to go. Gotta love that scene. I love that they recreated that scene. And now he looks kind of like a Super Saiyan God Warrior there, or some shit like that, with like blue electricity all around them. Freaking looks awesome. They did a great job with the little cutscenes, and I like that it's not too much like, you know, an overload of cutscenes that they did with this particular part as well. It's like, you know, you got a little cutscenes, explains it, bam, get to the game. And yeah, until next time, bring your A game. It's no longer a game. Eneru got his ass whipped, and part 2 will be coming soon. Yeah.